named the nation's most powerful woman, Hillary Clinton's closest aide, Huma Abedin, seen here leaving a campaign fundraiser in the Hamptons last night, just as the New York Post was breaking the latest scandal about her husband, Anthony Weiner, allegedly caught sexting again. This time with his son right there asleep in the bed with him. For Weiner, this was the third strike. Tonight, their marriage is over. After long and painful consideration and work on my marriage, I've made the decision to separate from my husband, Abedin said in a statement. Really? We're talking about Anthony Weiner's junk again?
It keeps on going, the gift that keeps on giving.
Is this a personal problem for them? Obviously it is. But is it also a political problem for Hillary Clinton?
Anything personal that unfolds in a campaign becomes a political problem.
It's already been a tough month for Abedin and the Clinton campaign. Questions are swirling over the campaign's latest email scandal, which has to do not with Clinton's emails, but Abedin's. She's under scrutiny for allegedly fast-tracking access to the Clinton State Department for big contributors to the Clinton Foundation. Donald Trump has seized on the issue.
It is impossible to figure out where the Clinton Foundation ends and the State Department begins.
Now it's not only her emails drawing Trump's attention, but her marriage as well.
She's married to a guy that is uncontrolled and uncontrollable. He's a sick person, and, you know, she has access to classified information.
Is Trump out of line, calling him out on this?
You'd probably say, well, maybe they shouldn't go there and leave it alone and let her handle it. But for Donald Trump, everything seems fair game.
Anthony Weiner has spent the last few years as a stay-at-home dad. But before all this, he was a mocker, a colorful New York Democrat with a fiery zeal and a future.
The gentleman will sit! The gentleman is correct in sitting!
That is, until he accidentally posted a lewd photograph on his public Twitter feed one night. The congressman caught with his pants down.
I am not going to permit myself to be distracted by this issue any longer.
At first, he claimed the account had been hacked.
It was a hoax. It was someone sending a picture of a Weiner on Weiner's account.
But that story didn't hold up for long. Days later, Weiner finally came clean.
I have made terrible mistakes that have hurt the people I care about the most, and I'm deeply sorry. I've exchanged messages and photos of an explicit nature with about 6 women over the last 3 years.
Megan Broussard was one of those women.
He said, I'm an open book, maybe too open.
Broussard says that she and Weiner exchanged a series of increasingly risque photos, including this one, which appears to show the former congressman shirtless. And yes, those are family photos in the background.
I was like, wow, because I could see the background. I mean, anybody can zoom into that. It's not that hard.
His house of cards crumbled fast.
Today I am announcing my resignation from Congress.
Yeah! Bye-bye, pervert!
So my colleagues can get back to work, my neighbors can choose a new representative, and most importantly, that my wife and I can continue to heal from the damage I have caused.
Is sexual addiction a real thing, or is it just an excuse?
It's not categorized as a disorder as such, but there are many people who feel that they do have a sexual addiction.
Abedin stood by him. The couple had a newborn, and the two of them kept a fairly low profile as they worked on their marriage. Then, Weiner decided the coast was clear to mount a comeback.
Every day starts right here.
He announced his candidacy for mayor of New York and was leading in the polls until he got caught in another sexting scandal. The candidate had an alter ego, Carlos Danger. Not exactly a superhero. The whole sordid mess chronicled in a documentary about his comeback campaign.
Today I am announcing my resignation from Congress.
Weiner. There are some cringe-worthy moments.
We just have the room for a second, you two guys.
The scandal eventually cost him the race and his career, but not his marriage. Huma Abedin stood by him.
I love him. I have forgiven him. I believe in him. And as we have said from the beginning, we are moving forward.
Just like her mentor Hillary Clinton did back in 1992, as she famously told 60 Minutes.
I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette. I'm sitting here because I love him, and I respect him, and I honor what he's been through and what we've been through together.
Patience has its limits for everyone.
He's toxic. They love Huma, it seems like. It seems like Hillary looks at her as if she's her daughter.
The latest sexting scandal has all the same ingredients of the previous two. According to the New York Post, Weiner had been texting about massage parlors when he abruptly changed the subject. "Somebody just climbed into my bed," he reportedly texts. That photo may set the stage for a bitter custody battle. It all puts Huma Abedin in an incredibly tough spot. The Post says after sending the photo of his son in the bed, Weiner momentarily started to panic, referring back to his previous scandals. In this exchange, the paper published, "Ooh, I was scared. For half a second, I thought I posted something. Stop looking at my crotch," he sent. "Whatever. You did it on purpose," she sent back. Could there have been a political motivation to this expose? Who knows? The Post did not identify her.